Alright guys, my name is E and I'm a 19-year-old HVAC technician out of Southern California. This is my updated van tour video for 2025. Last year in 2024, I made a van tour video. A lot has changed, so I'm here to show you guys my new setup. Don't forget to subscribe guys, but without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, this is my 2016 GMC Savannah. This is my work van. Everything inside the van is mine. The van is the company. Let's start with the inside. All right, inside, pretty simple. We just got my magnetic phone mount, my backup camera right here, my iPad to dispatch calls, receive my calls. This is my own personal iPad. It's the iPad Pro with the M4 chip in it. There's the backup camera right there. And then right in the middle, we got our Viper hand sanitizer. Always keep some hand sanitizer on me to keep my hands nice and clean. And then we got the GoPro batteries for my GoPro that I'm using right now. Some chapstick, and then here's my display screen. I changed it out myself with Apple CarPlay. I put in a dash cam. I also have a camera back there which keeps eyes on the back cab, so I can always check on my iPad. All right, I got my speaker for job sites. I got my Viper hand wipes to keep my hands clean. I got my Kleenex, my rubber gloves. I always wear rubber gloves on service calls, just to keep my hands clean. And then up here, we got my pack out little wall. I keep some extra clothes in there. I got my sunglasses, some Sharpie markers, and some pens. And then I always keep some paper towels here. And then I just got my hat, my golf glove, my 1 gallon jug. This is my Yeti. Everything in here is gonna be linked in the description, even my Yeti. And then my backpack. Peep the HVAC tactical patch. Let's get to the van setup. I'm gonna open these doors and show you guys. Oh my goodness, it is beautiful. Big thank you to upfitsupply.com for sending me all this equipment. Upfitsupply.com carries all your work and truck van equipment like shelving, flooring, lights, ladder racks, etc. They sell a variety of brands, one being WeatherGuard and a whole lot of others. If you guys need to upfit your work van, go to upfitsupply.com. They make YouTube videos of them assembling and installing all the equipment, so you know exactly how to do that, and that helped me out personally a lot. So go check out their YouTube channel as well. And big thank you to WeatherGuard for sending me out some of this equipment as well. They sent me out this ladder rack. This video would not be possible without upfitsupply.com and WeatherGuard. And big thank you to Milwaukee for sending me out all this Milwaukee and pack out stuff you see here. A lot of this I did own beforehand, but they did help me out and they sent me out a bunch of things for my van, power tools, etc. All right, let's start with this. We got our hose right here for maintenances. Just used it today. This hose is amazing. I've never had problems with this Continental hose. Highly recommend. Doesn't kink at all. Over here on this door, we have some pack out. We got our pack out hole saw, and we got a hook right here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put on there yet. And then we got this WeatherGuard organization tool right here. I'm putting my Viper cans for coil cleanings, and then my coil brush, and then some safety glasses. All right guys, all the shelving, the refrigeration rack, the bulkhead, the floor, the lights, all that was sent out by upfitsupply.com. I opted for the WeatherGuard equipment. It looks super nice, super clean. It's white, so when it is nighttime or dark in the van, you'll be able to see a lot better than having darker shelves. And there's my security camera back there looking out here, so I can always monitor what's going on over here. All right, let's start over here. This is my refrigeration rack by WeatherGuard. It's holding my 2 recovery tanks and my R410A refrigeration bottle. We got a fire extinguisher here, just in case this thing goes down in flames. I am fighting the fire to save all my tools. All right, let's start off with this left shelf up here, okay? We got my Milwaukee inspection camera to inspect those evac coils. We got some tubing for furnaces, for the like inducer draft motor and stuff like that. Universal, all sorts of sizes. We got my manometer. We got another hole saw kit, and then some Diversitech disconnect boxes. Diversitech also sent me a ton of product for this video, so we're gonna showcase that in a bit. All right, this first what do you call this? This first bin right here is for all my tapes. I got my Pookie tape, I got my duct tape and blue tape right here and green tape. I got my fan puller in this second bin right here, and my flare tool. I do need to get a powered flare tool, but there's only a couple of things I really need to upgrade, but that's about it, guys. Well, something really unfortunate just happened right now. I have a ton of LED lights for my shelving. You can kind of see here, but this guy got ripped off, so no more LED lights. It's okay, we'll get that fixed later. All right, this bin right here is kind of like my install bin. I got my RX11, some sandpaper, filter dryer, and then some funnels to put oil in my vacuum pump. And then right here it's kind of miscellaneous, just a staple gun, some plumbing fittings, and some bits. And then this last bin is going to be kind of my electrical bin. I got electrical wire for disconnects, wire nuts, a plug for a furnace, stuff like that. Moving down here, I got a lot of stuff here. So this is where I keep my refrigeration scale, my refrigeration leak detector, my impact bender kit, my foam gun to clean out line sets, and this is all by Diversitech or Hillmore. Diversitech owns Hillmore. They sent this out to me, but let me show you guys real quick. Just like this, and then they kind of lock in place. But right here we got their wireless refrigeration scale. This is super nice. I was able to use it already, and I love this thing already. Okay, here is the foam line set gun. This right here you'll use to clean out the line sets with the R22 residue. You'll shoot a foam pellet in there and it'll absorb up all that stuff, clean it out real nice and clean. Right here we got their compact bending set. So it's nice and compact, it's not super big at all. And then we can bend all the copper that we need to. And then we got their heated diode refrigeration leak detector right here. I haven't used it yet, but I am excited to use this guy. Here we got my JB probe climate set right here. I keep my probes in my service bag, but we got the clamps here for the wireless probe set by JB. And then we got my thermal imaging camera back there. I'm gonna make a review for that one to show you guys it. All right, so this bin we got all our chemicals to do cleaning. So for our condenser cleanings, we have our Viper foam gun, and then we got our Viper condenser cleaner. And we got our big blue back here to find some leaks. And then we got our pan and drain treatment. All right, moving down here, we got a bucket because we always need a bucket. And then we got our recovery machine right here. This is the only tool that is not mine in this van. This belongs to the shop. Everything else here is mine. We got my 1800 watt power station right here. I use it to power these LED lights right here. And then if I need to charge any batteries as well. All right, let's move on to the right side of the van. Here we got my cooler. This is the Milwaukee pack out cooler. Right here we got a nice pack out light. Basically you put the battery in here and then some lights on the side pops out. It's nice for the addicts. Some flashlights. And then starting up here we got my broom. And then I got this guy to hold my broom. I don't know what this is called, I forget. Might be a tool holder. All right, let's start on the top shelf. Right here we got my Viper wipes. I have a chair, a couple thermostats, some thermostat wire, a foam roller for my back. For those tough days, I'll come right here and roll it out. Roll out all my back pain. This thing comes in clutch. It's an instant pain reliever right here. You just roll on your back on top of this. Then we got a disconnect whip by Diversitech. And then moving down to these bins right here, just some blades right here. Right here, some universal parts and thread adapter for the new 8-2-hour refrigeration. Right here we got our swoosh gun by Diversitech. This thing is awesome. And then I got a bunch of cartridges for it. Then right here I got my Hillmore vacuum gauge right here. And then I got my meg ohm meter here to check if the compressor is grounded or bad. And then I have a carbon monoxide detector in there and another thermal imaging attachment for your phone actually that you can use. I got some foam spray right here to fill up those holes and cracks. My glues are in this bin. This bin is for screws and stuff like that. All right, moving down to this compartment right here. This one is locked, so I keep my power tools in here. So as you can see, we got the bandsaw right here. We got my digital torque wrench, my sawzall, and my angle grinder, hammer drill right here. I got a multi-tool right here, and I usually keep my M18 Impact right here, but it's in my install bag right now. But Milwaukee sent me out a lot of these tools. Big thank you to them. And then down here are my tool bags. So to the left is my install bag, to the right is my service bag. If you guys want to see what's in my install or service bag, let me know. I'll make another video dedicated to just that, okay? All right, now against the white weather guard bulkhead that Upfit Supply sent me, we got all our Milwaukee pack out, including this 18-inch Milwaukee Fan. This one has been clutch for some installs we've had in the attic. I use this as the intake to bring in air, fresh air into the attic. All right, right here we got my dolly. I love this thing, it's so firm. The tires are rubber, they're not gonna pop. This is a Gorilla Grip ladder. I got my respirator. I have this big 3-panel light by Milwaukee. I've been using this a lot in the attic. I've been loving this light a lot. You can put this across beams in the attic and you have a nice light. I've been using this attachment and it's really nice. 100 lumens of light. And then we got my torch set right here. And we got another Milwaukee light back there. And then a gas tank, because I tend to run out of gas pretty often in the van and sometimes get stranded. And I got my dual battery Milwaukee leaf blower. I believe it's 900 or 600 CFM of air. Got my extension cord right here, a filter 20 by 30 by 1 back there, and then I got my Milwaukee pack out vacuum right here. I've been loving this thing. And then the new Milwaukee pack out fan with variable speed. And then I got a lot of pack out right here, okay? These two are currently empty. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna put in these two. Kind of know already. And these two, this one has black iron steel for gas, and this one has PVC and PVC glue. Up here, I have my Milwaukee pack out knee pad. And then in this bin, it's kind of like an overflow bin. I keep my bigger tools in here. Yeah, it's like pipe wrenches, hammers, and stuff like that. Okay. In this bin right here, I will keep my black iron fittings, pipe dope, and some copper fittings, some RLS fittings, and just mainly my gas and copper. In this bin right here, it's my PVC bin. I'll keep all my PVC fittings, P-trap, and then my PVC glue. Drawers, I usually keep a lot of my stock. A little bit of stock here, some capacitors, some condensate pan treatment by Diversitech. I keep a lot of my capacitors here. These are all Titan HD capacitors. Diversitech sent me out these capacitors. They got a 5-year warranty and they are made in the USA. And then Diversitech also owns Packard. So I got a bunch of contactors, transformers, and surge protectors. So I'm fully stocked up thanks to Diversitech. In this drawer right here, I have a little bit of maintenance stuff right here. This goes to my Viper foam gun. And I got some Viper Nylog blue gasket thread sealant. And then I got my wet rag putty right here for when you're brazing. I got some zip ties and just this rope right here. Right here, I got a little bit more capacitors. These are 65 and 5, which are super hard to find, so I had to buy them on Amazon. And then just some clips right here. Nothing crazy. We got thermostat for days here. Diversitech sent these to me as well. Where did this come from? I don't know. We got Fresh Air's new UV filtration system. Has a nice LED status indicator. Blue when it's good, red when the bulb needs to get replaced. Go to this side door right here. I utilized the side doors for some pack out right here. I have my paper towel holders and I have some pack out boxes. So in this box right here, I'll keep fuses, some more fuses, some spades, and some wire nuts and C-clamps. And then in this box right here, I'll keep more wire nuts and my screws. And here is my gauge set right here. These are the SMAN3s, I believe. I got these bad boys for free. If you didn't see that video, go watch that. Now on this door, I have the new Navac analog gauges right here with a screen. It has a nice LED screen. And then right here with this magnet is holding my knee pads. Down here is my Milwaukee vacuum pump. This thing is awesome. We used it yesterday for a condenser. I think it was a 4-ton, and it only used 1 bar. As you can see, it only used 1 bar of battery, and it pumped it down so fast to 500 microns. This is a 5 CFM pump. All right, on this side of my shelves, I have some pack out. I have my pack out battery charger holding my batteries. And then right here, I have my nitrogen tank held by this restraint that I got from upfitsupply.com. And everything is held on by magnets. These pack out plates are held on by magnets. This restraint is held on by magnets, just so I didn't have to screw any holes in the actual shelving unit. We got the M12 Rover light by Milwaukee. And then right here we got some ladders. We have this stepping stool right here by Gorilla Grip, and then we have this telescoping folding ladder by Vevor. And then just some wipes up there. Moving up here, I just installed this yesterday. This is weather guards, conduit holder. This is for like PVC pipes and stuff like that. That's what I'll be using it for. But yeah, I just grabbed this pipe from a plumbing supply house and put these caps on it. And then we got the ladder rack system. So weather guard sent me out this ladder rack system. It is super nice. It's their Easy Glide 2, and this is for their GMC vans. And I installed it myself actually, and it wasn't too hard to install. It took me like half a day probably. And I got my ladder up there, so I'll show you guys how the system works. Super easy and convenient. So right here I keep this pole that came with the ladder rack, and then I'll stick it in the hole, and then I'll pull down the ladder rack just like that. Super nice and smooth and convenient, and I can just lift up the ladder out from there. And all this you can adjust for whatever ladder you have. I do need to get a big extension ladder. I'll put it on this side. Same thing, just like that. My 2025 van tour video, guys. Next year, mark my words, I will be in a tall Ford Transit or some type of high roof van, and I'll have a lot more room because I am outgrowing this van fast. I got all my necessary tools that I need in here. If you guys think I'm missing anything, if I should add anything, let me know. But like I said, big thank you to WeatherGuard and upfitsupply.com and Milwaukee and Diversatech and anyone who sent me product for this van tour video. This would not have been possible without you guys. I do want to get a little mini fridge for the cab. If any company wants to send that out to me, let me know. If you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.